There you go. Whew. Get my other bed. Hey, everybody. Brian the Wild Armenian, ride carport builder mechanic, whatever you want to call me. You know, don't call me late for lunch, and good morning. And man, what a morning. I'm busy this morning. Oh, Lord, am I busy. And if you're just tuning in to my channel, welcome. I'm Brian, ACM, and Armenian Carport Mechanic. That's what it stands for. I was just working on the old truck, and oh God, I'll tell you what a mess. Look at that. The floorboard's out, and of course I got to replace this patch panel. I got one coming, so I'm drilling these old holes out. Anyway, getting back, if you're new to my channel, I retired in '65. There's a lot of buzz out there, a lot of guys out there talking about retiring early, getting your retirement when you can. And man, I go along with that. Man, I was ready to retire at 52. And unfortunately, that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, I retired at 65. Medicare kicked in on my birthday month, which was in December. And that's why I took it. I know there's Cobra and Marketplace, which is Obamacare here in Florida. But yet, you know, my medicine I'm on, I had colon cancer many years ago, and I've got irritable bowel syndrome, and the medicine I take is like $500. So I didn't want to risk that, and plus I was making good money too. So I banked a little bit more, you know, and it worked out. You know, it worked for me. You know, like I said, I wish I could have retired earlier. I will say this. As you get older, the less you want to do. I used to have grandiose ideas. I can't even say. It's too early for me in the morning. But I had all these ideas. I was going to do this and that. I used to sit and think, I'm going to do this when I retire, and I'm going to do that. But geez, I don't even know where I get enough time in the day. And I had one of my viewers months ago reach out and say, yeah, it's not, I agree with this one. It's not so much in the time. It takes longer to do things. And you know what I realized too, at work, the last 2 years working, of course, I was a shop foreman. So I told the guys what to do, but I was slowing down, and I didn't want to admit it. You know, really, none of us really want to admit slowing down, especially guys. At least I can speak for myself. Let me adjust that camera. I can speak for myself. I did not want to admit that, and I had all these ideas. I was going to do this and that. Geez, I guess it was about 3 years ago. I bought an Airstream, old collector, and I was looking at those things too, and I had this old illusion that I was going to fix an old camper, and I had a '78 Dodge truck. It was my father's, and it was a club cab, and me, the wife, and the dogs are going to California. Of course, a lot of things happened too. Hell, that old Dodge, and the gas prices were like triple than they were 4 or 5 years ago. So that kind of, and then I got overwhelmed with so many projects. We're walking out to the garden right now, and look at it. And so, you know, that just, I don't know, about, I guess it's going on 3 weeks of that truck I was working on. I didn't want to really get that involved in doing that whole floorboard, and just the way it happened, you know, and so I'm into it. So I guess I said, man, how can I do all this? Oh, look at there. Man, that's looking good. And look at there, little squashies. I mean, not squashes, okra. Little fig tree's looking good. Let's look at that bad boy. She's growing good. Look at that. Wow. So, you know, I got all this stuff I'm doing, you know, and I've overloaded my ass, basically. And, well, I went ahead and put it on Marketplace, and I sold it. I sold it last weekend. It was Saturday. They showed up, and nice young couple. So I look at it, my wife says, you're going to be sorry you sold that because, they're expensive. To buy a new one, especially that size, be over $100,000. And this was an Argosy. It was a collector's and classic. And, I didn't do bad on it. Let me tell you, I don't lose money. Trust me. I made good money on the deal. So, I'm not hurting. And I know they can double it and they can sell that triple. What I definitely, I know if they do it right, I think could be worth 50,000, and just didn't have it in me anymore. I really didn't. I'm slowing down, I know I've been slowed down. Like I said earlier, I didn't want to admit it. And so we sold it. And look at there's the old, used to be up against the container right there. No more Argosy. It's gone. Now I have this old canned ham trailer. I've had it for many years, and we'll see what happens. I'm not going to set my expectations too high. It's here. It's been sitting, rotting away, and hey, if I do it, I do it. I'd love to restore it. That's going to be a lot of work. That thing's got to be tore up completely apart. Got the yard all straightened out, moved all the inner panels that I had on the RV was laying right there, so everything's kind of cleared out. Now I ain't gonna completely clear this property, just enough. Right over here was a fox sanctuary. Geez, I can't talk this morning. Sanctuary. I leave them alone. That's their little thing. And they also burrowed underneath the shipping container also. But there you go. There's the spot where the old Argosy was, and it's gone. But it's good, I'm kind of relieved. I really am, because that was going to be a lot of work for me to do it. And I know I got the rest of my life, and who knows what tomorrow will bring. Just one day at a time. Like I always say, save for the day, or live for the day, save for tomorrow. Getting that all tongue-tied, ain't I? And that's just it, one day at a time, like I said. I don't know, we're going to downsize anyway, so that was a part of the downsizing procedure, I'm going to work on that truck, no doubt. I ain't getting that away. And once I get that done, get it to a place where the major overhauling is done, and it's just little trinkets right here and there, little things I got to do to it. Then I'll start working on other things. I got a plan in motion when I'm trying to get at, and so once I get that done, but it's just and we really got to think hard. This election stuff, I get to the point, man, I can't watch the news anymore, and everything's just not right these days. I mean, let's be honest. I don't want to get on this. I don't want to ride the fence. I'm about to lean on the fence, but, I'm not going to pick sides this time. No. I mean, common freaking sense. Come on. I mean, we're in an inflationary time, and you can retire in a world like this. I'm doing it. And like I said, 4 years ago, gas prices were really low. Inflation is really unhinged. And so I don't know. I just don't want to even go down that rabbit hole and talk about it. You guys, everybody that watches my channels, and adults, and responsible for your own I can't talk. You're responsible for your own decisions. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's where I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, the media is all rigged against everything. There's like, 5, 6 networks are very biased to one party, and I don't know. It don't look good, but and I'm not going to try to be Debbie Downer here or anything like that. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm powerless over it. All I can do is vote, and that's about it. And hope the system and trust the system is right. That's all. All I can do is what I can do, And sometimes I take a little stick like this, Okay. See there? I draw a little circle in the sand, and I'm stepping in it. Look at there. And sometimes in this space is the only thing I can control is what's in here. So, and sometimes it's got to get that simple with me today. And, I'm going to tell you who I'm going to vote for. Jesus Christ. Every one day at a time. And that's my candidate. So how you like that? So, I mean, if you don't like that, oh well. I'll pray for you. How's that? And that's it. I mean, man, in a world like this is how you retire. I'm going to do a video on that also. My next video, I've had some ideas. I just can't put it into play in my mind. And I should write stuff down, but I'm not good about doing that. I do it sometimes. I write stuff down, but it's all good. Something the other day, and I'll leave with this. My wife, I was working building the sawhorses, custom sawhorses, and so I counted out I needed some. I'm using pressure treated 2x4s, and I caught myself short one 8-foot board. So I had to go back to Lowe's. It was hot in the day, it was a few days ago, and I was wearing ragged clothes, and I didn't have a shirt on, a ragged pair of bleached out shorts. And I said, good, I'm going to run over there and I throw this shirt on. My wife looks like, she says, you look like you're homeless, like a bum. I said, I don't care what I look like. I'm just going to go pick up wood. I'm not there to impress anybody, And so I put this little raggedy old ass shirt on, and I went to Lowe's and I got my loan. And guess what? I ran into one of my work guys that I retired from. He looked at me and he kind of looked at me. He goes, oh, you're working now? I said, yeah, I'm trying to put some sawhorses together. And I didn't have time to explain, just passing through. See you later, whatever, get out of here. And got driving down the road, and I'm thinking, wow, my wife was right. He probably thinks it didn't work out in retirement, and I'm back to work. And man, for an hour I thought about that, and I just ate my lunch, and I'm going, wow. And then I said, Brian, let it go. He's probably working right now this morning, You're not. Who cares what you look like? Lifestyle. How about that? I'm worried about my lifestyle change. Listen to the wife, And, it's funny, what do I care what he thinks? It's none of my business what he thinks about me. How about that one? And so, that's it, Oh, well, I look like a bum, but you know what? I guess what you call I'm financially free from work. I don't have to work anymore. So, go figure. Well, anyway, I hope you liked the video. Sorry I'm so rambling on, long-winded one today. And please like and subscribe. And when you like and subscribe to my channel, it sets up the algorithms and it shows that I'm doing my job, I guess. Whatever that is. I'm retired, right? But no, seriously, if you want to help out the channel, please like and subscribe. Like I always say, a lot of things important today. My God, Jesus Christ. My wife, I better say that. My children, I love them, my family, all my family, my friends, and you folks. Oh, my country too. Oh yeah, my country. Whew, what a doozy that one is, my country. But hey, at least I'm grateful I'm in this country. It's still a good country. So yeah. And the other thing important is you folks, and the most important, take care of yourself and God bless you. See ya.